There was conversation yesterday. We had it here when we got through with the show. The best threesome that we've ever seen on the basketball court. And I know we've got the end result to back up when we say, hey, Rodman and Pippen and Jordan, or whoever it might be with your Ray Allen, Pierce and KG, or Bosh and LeBron and Wade. Do you have a best big three of all time?
Maybe what was called the original. It wasn't the original. But, Bird, Parrish, McHale is still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Right? And the thing is, that was talking about just the front line. As you know, Dan, it didn't even include, Dennis Johnson, for crying out loud, or Danny Ainge, two great players as well. I still look at those, and I am old enough as a young kid to have seen West and Baylor. Now, they didn't win when Baylor was there, because when they won, Baylor had the knee injury. But Wilt West and Baylor, my God. So I'm going back. Yeah, I'm going back. Certainly LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh won 2, but that's not quite as many as you mentioned, Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman, or Jordan, Pippen, and Grant, which
Coach.
I get chided by. But yeah, Kukoc is a 4th in there. I mean, so yeah, it's not going to be as contemporary as the kiddies want. It's not going to be what they would come up with. It's going to be something that's 40 years old.
But I would come up with Steph Curry with KD and Clay.
Okay.
And then I throw in Draymond. So if I say you can throw in your 4th, and you want to put in Kukoc with Rodman, Pippen, and Jordan, then that's kind of fun. I don't know what's going to happen in Brooklyn. I know that we look at the individual talents, but this isn't about individual talents. It's the individual talents meshing together to make it a team talent. And that's where I have a big question mark here. Are there more concerns on the court or off the court, in your opinion, with the Nets?
Well, I wouldn't have said off the court until this week. And, when you I listened to Boogie Cousins the other night and listened to John Wall. I mean, they're just throwing. They're like, what are we talking about? We had a team here that had a big anything, but they could have been a contender if James Harden was interested, and he wasn't. So now you got off the court, because although if everybody's where he wants to be, but then if everybody's where he wants to be, what the hell is going on with Kyrie Irving? I still think on the court, I had, before the season, I was watching the preseason games and the first couple of regular season games, Dan, and Kyrie Irving, you're reminded when he's out there and engaged, there's just no better ball handler. I mean, there's no better ball handler necessarily. I'll still take Isaiah Thomas, but I mean, we're talking, we're splitting the finest hairs now, right?
Yeah.
But he averages his career. My son is a Kyrie Irving devotee. This winds up leading to screaming matches every night in our house. And can he average more than 5 assists a game? How can you be a wizard with the ball and only average 5 assists a game? One night I made him go to basketballreference.com. I almost said take out the basketball encyclopedia, dating me further. But I made him go to the site and read aloud John Stockton's assist totals every year. And some years, as you know, they were like 12 and 13, and Kyrie can't get 6. And so my challenge was, if Kyrie Irving, and this was my over-under, if he's engaged enough to sort of average 6.2 assists a game, which is half of Magic and Stockton in a great year, if he's half that interested in finding his teammates, yeah, Brooklyn, they're loaded. They can do this. But now, man, I mean, so what's his level of engagement versus selfishness? And usually that doesn't work out well, that ratio. I think they can probably become interested enough to play with each other, because this is what they wanted. But now, and they're going to have everybody gunning for him. Do they have that constitution? Kevin Durant does. Kevin Durant has that. Do the other two have it? And I'm thinking, no, they don't.